What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
Hello! Welcome everybody to Right Body for You. My name is Donnielle. I am your host and your body tour guide, which, as I laugh again, it's only on the show that I say your body tour guide, so I love it, what energy is being created here. And I am speaking to you today from Dublin, Ireland, kind of my home away from home. I love it here. I'm having so much fun. And I've had some amazing times, and I will share some of those. I would really like to get into the topic today. Just as a reminder, Right for You, use the tools of Access Consciousness, because Right for You is actually part of Access Consciousness. And Access Consciousness tools works on the energetic level, helping you get rid of those blocks that are kind of like sometimes hidden or secretive. You know, it's like anywhere you go, I know I should be able to just get over this, or I just know I should be able to change it. What these energetic blocks that is actually limiting you. That's the gift of consciousness, and what you is it blasts those. Okay. So today we are talking about today you're possibly calling me. Apparently I'm cracking up a lot, so we're going to try a couple of different things. Let's see if we can get this show going right quick. I am going to grab a couple of things. Oh, there we go. All right, so welcome to live. And you know, anybody who thinks time is actually real needs to do a live radio show or a live TV show, because 10 seconds of dead air feels like a lifetime. I'm not kidding. It's so funny. And you guys remember, I did TV and radio for years and years and years and years and years and years. I've been helping my mother with her radio shows since I was 12, so a number of years. She did her radio show for 27 years. And sometimes those 10 seconds of this kind of stuff is the longest. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is really quickly switch this, see what happens. Hold on. Or maybe not really quickly.
Donnielle, would you want me to sing in between while you do this?
Well, apparently I did, because I started singing, so hold on.
So everyone, you're listening to Right Body for You with Donnielle Carter on A to Z.FM.
Is this any better? Oddly enough?
Keep talking.
Okay. This is Right Body for You with Donnielle.
It's cracking a little bit, but let's go with it.
Okay. We'll go with this. If not, we'll try something else at the break, folks. All right. So today I really want to talk about whose body are you wearing. You know, all this month we're kind of looking at the cause and effect of things. Okay, it's like the cause and effect reality of my body is this way because how many times have we actually said that? My body is this way because my parents, or because I had an accident, or because I ate this, or because I didn't do this. Any because is a reason, justification, and the cause and effect, okay? And we've had some really good shows. If you want to listen to some of the, they're all in the archives. You can check them out. And so this is the fourth in kind of an unofficial series on the cause and effect. So the title of the show is Whose Body Are You Wearing? Okay? And this is, you know, and it's so funny. When I started doing my notes, you know, my 10 seconds worth of notes that I actually humor myself about doing every week, I started looking at this, and it's like, if I was being, you know, really vulnerable, which I try to be vulnerable all the time with my body, well, actually, with myself, with that judgment of no judgment, which I know that makes sense, but it does somewhere. I would say what's interesting is I would look at this, I would say, well, I have my mother's ankles, or I have the Carter fat genes. I know you guys have heard me joke about this before, but it's like I have the Carter fat genes, okay? I have, and it's not all bad stuff. Like I have the Johnson, which is my mother's side. I have the Johnson calves, okay? We tend to have this defined calves. And then also, like, I have the Johnson constitution, you know, iron stomach. I can, like, practically eat anything and be fine. Or I have my father's complexion, acne, right? Or things like everything good is from my mom's side, so that makes anything from my dad's side bad, and that makes half of my body bad. But then not all of my mom's side is good, so it's like, and then the funny part is, I go, wait a minute. I have a gap between my two front teeth, and that kind of looks like it's not anywhere in my family, and it kind of looks like the guy who could have been my father. So wait a minute. So whose body am I wearing? Okay. And what's really interesting is, this lovely lady, Jenny B, did this clip yesterday that I just had to laugh when I first saw it. She posted on Facebook. I'm like, that's just priceless. Because in Oneness in Consciousness, she posted this amazing photo. It's on the, she posted on the Right Body for You radio show website too, if you want to go check it out. It's, basically it's like, whose body are you wearing? And it shows a thinner woman chipping her way out of a fat woman's body. Because it's not just about the family, you know. It's like, who are you eating for? Who are you being this for? One of the questions earlier in the calls was, who likes your body this way, right? You know, I talk about that all the time. That I was the fat girl in my family, okay? And so it's like every time I go back to Utah, I get dress size just on the plane, okay? And so it's like, whose body am I wearing? Whose body are you wearing? Okay, so do this with me. Make everything infinite. And because it's energetic, you don't have to know or perceive anything. What I mean is you don't have to know the process. You don't have to know what I by infinite. You don't have to have a very cognitive awareness of it. It's energetic, so you ask for it to happen and it will. Okay? So take all projections and expectations and make it infinite. And when I ask you the question, truth, whose body are you wearing? What do you get? And, you know, I've been asking this of my friends all day, you know, because it's 7 o'clock here in Dublin. So I've been asking, I just turn around and go, whose body are you wearing? And they would be like, my mother. They'd be like, I don't know, but not mine, which is a really interesting place to come from. That so many people go, I don't know, but not mine. So it's like, I have another question for you guys. Truth, if you were wearing your body, what would that look like? Okay. And see how you guys all kind of go, you know, I don't know. Why are you asking me this question? Can she see me through the computer? Yes, I can. Ha, 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 ha. Everything that brought up, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, opaque, all nitrous, boys and beyonds. Because what's really funny is I'm at my friend's house and I'm in her office, and right in front of her, what is this, desk? The simple words escape me today. Right in front of her desk is a mirror. And so I can literally see my feet, my ankles, my calves, my thighs. I can even see up my skirt. Well, you know, it's pretty exciting. I'm giving myself a peep show. But then, you know, the desk obscures a few things, and then I see my head, my shoulders, and it's like I'm giving myself an interesting show. So when I'm actually looking at this, it's like I look in the mirror. So I find it very interesting that I'm sitting in front of a mirror doing the show, and I'm like, oh, whose body are you wearing? You know, and I can see my I didn't think I mentioned that. I have my churches. I was raised in Latter-day Saints or Mormon religion, and they have this jokingly thing called Relief Society arms, which Relief Society is all the women meeting together, okay, Relief Society. And they all joke that they have these underarms that are just flabby and, you know, and you can shake them, jiggle them, and, you know, they call Relief Society arms. Like, oh, look, you have Relief Society arms. That's what you're going to turn. Look, it's inevitable. Relief Society arms. And so I'm looking. I'm like, I have Relief Society arms. I have my mother's thick ankles. I have, you know, the red hair that we don't know where it came from. And, oh, look, that acne is from my dad. And it's really interesting. So everywhere you have body point of view that you are wearing anybody's bodies but your own, truth would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that. Thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, hypocrisy, church, boys and beyond. And what that is a description. What that is an example, of the access conscious verbal processing. Basically, it's as we're having a conversation, and as I'm asking you questions, this energy comes up, and it you can feel it around you. Okay, you know, your skin can start to tingle, or you just kind of feel heavier, you know. And so then we use the clearing statement, which is right, wrong, good, bad, BIPOC, online shorts, boys, and beyond. And what that does is it helps to remove those blocks that were surrounding some of the heaviness feeling and everything. Those are those energetic blocks surrounding that. Okay. And if you want to learn more about the clearing statement, go to theclearingstatement.com. Because like I said, it is energetic. You don't actually have to know what I'm talking about for the clearing statement to work. Okay. So all of the kaleidoscopic causal realities you are creating your body from, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all those? Okay. Right, wrong, apocalypse, boys and beyond. And what I mean by kaleidoscopic is it is have you ever seen those kids' toys where it looks like a tube, and on the one end it has colored glass and an eyepiece on the other end? And you look through the eyepiece and you turn the tube this way and that way, and the different colored pieces fall different ways, and you see it different ways. Okay. What that is at the end of that tube there is glass or plastic, depending on the kaleidoscope itself. It's a lens, okay? And in the lens it's etched differently. And so as the pieces are falling of colored glass or plastic, it looks like they're changing shape. But they're not actually changing shape. It's just the lens is distorting it because it has these etchings in it. And so it looks different. And so this is why we ask for the kaleidoscopic realities. And I'm throwing the causal reality in there because we've been talking about it, and it so reads on bodies. I have loved this new causal reality thing. So with this kaleidoscopic reality, that's where you have dissected your body into pieces and parts. You know, like the description said, whose arms are you wearing? Whose belly are you wearing? You know, it's my mother's fat ankles, or Relief Society arms, or things like that. That's a kaleidoscopic reality. It's where instead of seeing our body as a whole machine or a whole system, we're actually dissecting it and turning it into these pieces, this kaleidoscopic reality. So, once more, all of the kaleidoscopic and causal realities you are using to create your body, okay? Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please? Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all nine, boys and beyond. All right, we're going to take a quick little break. And when we come back, I know there's at least one question in the chat room. Feel free to join us there if you would like. It's actually a live show, which I'm really excited about. And you can ask the questions as we go. And when we come back, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how we tend to create our body from this kaleidoscopic reality. of that, whose body are you wearing? And we'll also go a little bit more into the causal, because my body is this way because. All right, so this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You on A2Zen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you, being you, are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And hello, welcome back to Right Body for You. I am your host and your body tour guide, Donnielle. All this month, we have been talking about causal reality. And causal reality from the creation of your body. And it is that my body is this way because. Okay. Every time you're doing a because, my body is this way because. My body is this way because. You're actually negating and giving up your potency and your power of the creation of your body. And not only that, you're also saying that you're not creating your body, that you are actually, your body is a collection of happenstance. Okay? And happenstance, I looked it up one time. Basically, it's just an accident. Okay? And so everywhere, we're going to jump right back into processing. So everywhere you have already decided and judged that you don't create your body just happens. Truth would be destroy and uncreate it. Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. There's a question I want to look at really quickly here in the chat room. And if you would like to join us, please do. We have a great time in the chat room. And so Carol asked because every time I look at my sister or my mother, that's what I see in my own body. Arg. Make it stop. I know it's possible not to be that way. Make it stop, please. And she came back and she said, wait a minute, it kind of popped into my head the other day as well. Am I putting on their bodies by resisting being like them so much? Yes, and so much more. Okay. So when we, part of this the causal reality started unraveling years ago in Access Consciousness with the alignment, agreement, and resistance and reaction. Okay, because resistance, reaction, alignment, and agreement are the same thing basically. Okay, It's two sides of the same coin, as we say in Access. And in that, it's you can only resist what you've already decided and judged is inevitable. Okay. So if I was to say something like, I will not get Relief Society arms, what I am doing is telling the universe I have a resistance to it. And the only reason I would have a resistance to it is because I've decided it's something that will happen, and it's something I have to fight against. Okay? So everywhere we've made our body the battleground of fighting against. I will not be like my mother and my sister. I will not be like the others in my church. I will not. All of those will not that are knotting up your body. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, Republican, nitrous, boys, and beyonds. Okay. And then the other thing that comes up with this is it's interesting that how much of do we create our bodies to actually create connection? Okay. Especially with something like family or friends. I mean, how many times have you seen friends who, different parents, different genetic materials, they look identical, you know, and it's more than the haircut, it's more than the clothes, they look the same, okay? So everywhere you are creating your body and wearing other people's bodies as the way of creating connection to your family, friends, society, this reality. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, all nitrous, boys, and beyond. Okay? You know, and I know this one because I know I've created my body as a way of maintaining my connection to my family. I was feeling very different from my family when my body really started changing. And with that, I felt separated, which is interesting now. And I look back upon that, it's like it wasn't so much a separation, but what I was becoming aware of is that my family could not relate to me in the same way. Okay, you know, energetically, when people reach out for each other and find each other, I wasn't the same, and I was causing waves and all this kind of stuff. And I'm not even talking about waves of like anger or like something happened, but it's just that shift and change happened, and I wasn't willing for that, and so I started shifting my body back. So whose body was I wearing? I was wearing the acceptable body for my family, okay? And what's really interesting about this, you know, how we energetically perceive each other out in the universe. Yesterday, my body was experiencing a rather ginormous, yes, I make up words, a rather ginormous headache. I gave to the earth. I potted it. I returned to sender. I used all those, right? I still had this ginormous headache to the point where my eyeballs were hurting. And I got a lot of awareness. It was that, you know, I was detoxing and a bunch of other stuff. And two parts of this were really, first of all, my amazing, aware, intuitive, and psychic sister. She texted me. She's like, mind you, she's in the United States. I'm in Dublin. And she's like, you know what? You've been on my mind all day, which is interesting. She said, you've been on my mind all day. And I said, and I told her I had this headache, right? So it's interesting. You've been on my mind, and I've had this, like, what was her body aware of, right? And then the other interesting thing was I asked my body, what would it take to get rid of this headache? You know, we've done all this. Like, you know, I've given you so many tools over the courses of the Right Body for You workshops and also these Right Body for You radio shows. And I use them. And so I also asked my body, I'm like, okay, body, what would it take for this to actually change? And my body was kind of hungry, even though I had this huge headache. And so I asked I'm like, body, would you like to eat this? Every time I was like, no. And you guys will laugh at this. The one thing that I ate, well, the only thing that my body would even allow me to eat, I should say, was a small block of brie cheese, B-R-I-E, brie cheese, right? As soon as my body and I ate that brie cheese, I swear to goodness, 10 minutes later, my headache went from a 20, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, my headache was a 20, to a 1. It never shows up as you expect it, guys. Who would have thought? Out of all the tools, my body was just going, cheese, brie cheese, give me brie cheese, and you know what, we'll feel better, okay? And it's really interesting how that kind of stuff shows up. All right, so back to the Carol who asked the question about her mother and her sister. She said, even wearing my husband's ex-wife's body. And I just think that's amazing because we do that. You guys, we will do that for people we don't even know, have never met, but it's ways of creating connection, or it's ways of fitting in, or even ways of creating disconnection, okay? So truth, whose body are you wearing, okay? And it could be something like this this realities. When I used to work in the media, see how I kind of function there sometimes? I skip to the end of the next sentence. When I worked in media, I wore the standard girl in production body, okay? Had some extra weight, no makeup, kind of tomboyish, jeans, t-shirt, that's it, right? So I wore the body for a production person, okay? And a girl production person. Well, and actually, now that I look at kind of like a male production person too. Why delineate? Why create separation? Okay? And so, when we're asking you, truth, whose body are you wearing, what's interesting, what comes up is it doesn't necessarily, it's not always a person. It could be a stereotype. It could be an image. Whose body are you wearing? Marilyn Monroe. Whose body are you wearing? California Girls. Whose body are you wearing? Metrosexual male. Whatever it is. Whose body are you wearing? So truth. If you were wearing your body, actually, if you were being with your body, would you even be wearing a body? Or would you be with your body? Okay. I'm really excited that energy was able actually to shift, that we were able to recognize it go from wearing to being with, okay? And I want to acknowledge all of you who are listening to this call now and being with me. Thank you. And also those who are listening to it later, because you have allowed this to shift and change. To where it's like, okay, are you wearing a body? Are you playing the game of whose body are you wearing? Or are you being with the body? Ooh, that's interesting. There's a lot of energy on that. So everything bad is, we'd be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, we're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about this being with the body, wearing a body, and the kaleidoscopic realities. Okay, and if you have questions, please feel free to call in, Skype, text in on the chat room. Let us know what you would like. All right, so this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we will be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Dane here, and I would like to invite you to an adventure in being. I've just written and finished a new book known as Being You, Changing the World. Are you one of those dreamers? One of those people who's always known that other possibilities should be available but haven't yet been able to see them be created? Well, I wrote this book for you. In it, you'll find tools, processes, and unique perspectives to change the things you've always wanted to change but didn't know how. In it, you'll find an invitation to a different possibility for a way that we can be in this world that changes not only our lives, but by being us, allows us to contribute to changing everything planet-wide that doesn't work. Are you aware that truly great people, truly being them, is the only thing that has ever created a great change on this planet? Are you willing to step up? Are you willing to be one? Check out a copy of my new book, Being You, Changing the World. I invite you to go to beingyoubook.com for a free gift.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer. It's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
Hello. I don't know if you guys can hear me or if I'm live. Welcome back to Right Body for You. This is, who is it? Yeah, you know. Today I'm wearing Donnielle's body too. I figure, why not? This is the show Right Body for You. Okay. And I am hopefully clear. And somebody asked me to run the clearing again of the being with your body or wearing your body. Absolutely. Because this is where we're getting to, and I'm really excited about this, is because this is what this reality tells us, is that we wear a body, okay? Whether it's that little spark of soul or spirit or whatever it is. And we are that spark inside, and we are wearing our body. Okay, first off, everything that energy is bringing up, which is because you're willing to destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all night shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay. And as an infinite being, okay, as an infinite being, would we create a body we have to wear, or would we create a body that we work with? And again, you guys don't worry about cognitively knowing this. Just go with that light heavy. Which feels lighter to you? And by lighter, I mean expands your universe instead of like going, oh, holy crap, now what? Okay? So which expands your universe? Which makes you feel happy or like, look, there's a possibility? Is it that you wear a body or that you work with your body? Again, everywhere you want to think about it, destroy and uncreate that. Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, nice, boys, and beyond. Okay. So everywhere you've misidentified and misapplied that having a body is wearing a body instead of being with a body, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that? Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, nice, boys, and beyond. Okay. And so what I want to talk in, let's talk a little bit more about that kaleidoscopic reality, okay? Because I know a lot of people function from this a lot, and forever, it seems. You know, this kaleidoscopic reality is that when you wake up in the morning and you look at that one body part, okay, to see if it changed, to see if it magically changed overnight. It's like, you know what? All of a sudden, my belly's going to be 3 sizes smaller. All of a sudden, you know, my thin hair is going to be thicker. You know, in the morning, I am going to be a 6-foot-tall black man, right? Or maybe not. So it's that when you wake up in the morning, we focus on those one parts. So all the pieces and parts of your body that belong to other people, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it and return it to sender? So it's like whoever's body part it is, return it to them. They may need it. You know, are we the Frankenstein of our, we're the Frankenstein of this reality, Frankenstein body? So everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and create it, please? Good, fast, all nice shirts, boys, and beyond. And it's like, and you know, sorry, I just suddenly had this image of like us all being this Frankenstein of the, you know, my Relief Society arms or my mother's ankles, my Johnson calves, my Carter fat gene, my dad's acne, and, you know, the Johnson big boobs. If you guys haven't met me, I'm sure it's very subtle, but I tend to have large breasts. And that's the Johnson side, right? And, you know, we're these little people with big boobs. And see how fast we get into that, okay? That's that kaleidoscopic reality, the pieces and parts of the body that you're wearing, and the causal reality. Because I'm a Johnson, I'm a little person with big boobs, okay? See how quickly and easy we slide into these throwaway statements. Oh, it's just a joke. Really? Is it a joke? It may have the inflection of a joke. It may be like, ha, ha, ha. But who's listening? Your body's listening. Okay? So with that, your body goes, little person, big boobs, I can do that. Carter fat jeans, I can do that. Release the side of the arms, I can do that. And Johnson thick, or your mother's thick ankles, I can do that. Hey, you know, I communed with her body for 9 months. I know what her body's like. You know, I was on the inside of that one. So everything that brings up, everywhere we've made our bodies, the Frankenstein monster, and us, the mad scientist. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, nice shorts, boys, and beyond. And people are like, yes, MacGyver thighs, mother's stomach, Costello nose. Yeah, it's really interesting how fast we actually slip into this. Okay, so our sorry, that anybody else have that visual of the Frankenstein? That just is cracking me up. But then, you know, I can be a little perverse. A friend of mine was teasing me last night. We're having dinner with a bunch of friends here in Dublin, and we're talking about OCD, you know, obsessive compulsive disorder, right? Being OCD and all this kind of stuff. And one of my friends said, "Well, you're OCP." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You're obsessive compulsive perverted." I'm like, "Nah, I like that one though." Franken bodies, yes, exactly. Okay, so I had a question in the chat room, and it says, I am aware of where my body tells me of others or the earth stuff to heal, to receive, or just full-on information. I ask what space can I be to perceive all of this info? What do I do with it, etc.? What would it take to actually be aware of what I can be with all this info and perception of others' bodies? It's not a wrongness, it's more something I am missing here. Is there anything else I could be with all of this download? Yeah, one thing I would suggest first off is, okay, because our body is this amazing awareness mechanism, right? If you guys have listened to any of my shows or, I don't know, taken any access class, you've heard me say this. Your body is an amazing awareness organism that's constantly giving you information of what's going on for it, for the earth, like this person was talking about, for other people's bodies, for you, the infinite being, everything. And it's like, okay, so what the heck do we do with all this awareness? Okay, and it's kind of what this person was asking. It's like, okay, I have all this, and I'm kind of feeling funky. I'm paraphrasing. I'm kind of feeling funky, and what do I do with it? All right, so have you guys ever heard the phrase, well, there must be a reason you're aware of it? It's one of my favorite phrases, one of my favorite phrases to debunk. There must be a reason you're aware of it, okay? So it's like, oh my gosh, this person's body, like I was walking around London last week, and this woman walked by me, and I'm like, her feet hurt. You could just tell. I mean, my body was screaming at me, going, her feet hurt, man, and it is just the beginning of Saturday night. She's going to have a long night, right? Okay, so if I buy into this, there must be a reason, cause and effect, causal reality, there must be a reason that I'm aware of this, then I'm like, I have to contribute to her, I have to heal her, I have to, walk up, tap her on the shoulder and going, your feet don't like those shoes, it needs new shoes, and then she'll look at me and run away screaming, and her boyfriend will call the police on me or something, because, crazy woman's telling her that her shoes are talking to me, not her. And, a variety of things would happen. So is it true that I'm aware of it because I must do something? Or is it just that I'm friggin' aware and my body is friggin' aware and constantly giving me information? Okay? And again, light, heavy. What makes you feel light? What makes you feel heavy? Okay? And with this whole okay, so first off, everywhere you have bought, everywhere you have created all the lifetimes, past, present, future dimensionality, where you've created the point of view of that because you're aware of something, you have to do it. You created it, went, oh, this will be good, this will serve consciousness, I'm going to create this. And then you're going to sell it to the masses, and then you're going to enforce it, and then you're going to do it eternally and go, look how easy it is. I can do this, and you should do this. So all the old last and filthy promise commitment without would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, cool. So sometimes you're aware of something and you go, you know what, I'm tired. I don't want to, me and my body are tired. I don't want to have to heal this person or contribute or just, whatever we've decided contribution looks like, another topic. Or, I don't want to walk up and have this person think I'm a bad man and tell them that their feet hurt or, whatever it is. So what do? In that second we go, you know what? All right, then I'm not going to be aware of it. The quickest way to not have to do anything about it is to not be aware of it. So, nope, not aware of it, can't hear it. Da, 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 not aware of anything. And the quickest way to cut off your awareness, besides, singing a song apparently and sticking your fingers in your ear, is to separate from your body. Okay? And this is also where we get into our body happens instead of actually creating our bodies. Okay? And so the tool I like to give in this situation is, instead of cutting off your awareness, instead of cutting off the information your body is giving you and separating from your body, so it's like, I don't hear it, I don't know what's going on, Earth, nope, I'm just walking on here, I have nothing to give to you today. Instead of cutting that off, what I actually ask is, truth, is anything required of me here? Okay, it's like, oh, I become aware of this. Truth, is anything required of me? And you know what's interesting? Like 90% of the time, nothing's required of me. And then like of that 10% of the time, it's like 8% of the time it's just a contribution of like energetic, here you go, here's a little energy, boop, have a good time. Okay? So it's interesting. So everywhere we've misidentified, misapplied, and the causal reality of if we're aware of something, there must be a reason. Destroy and uncreate that, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, black, on ice, shores, boys, and beyond. So truth is anything, you become aware of something. Truth is anything required of me here. Yes? No. No. Cool, I'm just receiving information. Thank you, body. Thank you, world. Thank you, universe, giving me information. Wow, I am an aware person. Okay? So everywhere you have decided and judged that, and this is a subconscious thing, you guys. It's not something you're going to think about. It's not something like, I am not going to be with my body today because I'm tired and I don't want to do anything. It's not a conscious thought. It's just somewhere you've decided and judged that a safety net of not being aware is to separate from your body, okay? So everything that is, would you be willing to stop? Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, black, on ice, shores, boys, and beyond, okay? So yeah, truth is anything required of me. Yes, no, and then cool, just receiving information. And then what's funny is you judge yourself. I'm not a very aware person. I'm working on my awareness, and I'm not aware. Sorry. What? No, I have to work on that. And it's like, well, that's because this somewhere we've decided and judged if we become aware of something, we have to do something. Okay? Nah, you're just aware. Okay? And, you know, with this kaleidoscopic reality of bodies, we also do that. Okay? That whose body are you wearing? It's like, what parts of your body are you actually willing to listen to? Usually it's the kind we're just judging. What if there is more to it? Cool. They're like pressing the stop button in the chat room. I love it. Woohoo! Yeah. You're just friggin' aware. Have a good time with it. Okay? All right. So, truth. Are you wearing a body or are you with a body? Everything that brings up, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, black, on ice, shores, boys, and beyond. Because we were talking about that, and it's like, okay, so if you were wearing a body, if you were wearing your body, what would it look like? And even since the beginning of the show, that has changed. Would an infinite being wear a body, or would you be with your body? Okay. So, if you were with your body, what would that be like? Okay. And I'm going to ask you to, you know, it is lighter now, which is very exciting. Sorry, chat room. And so what's interesting is I'm going to ask you guys after the show, find a quiet time so you can be with your body, just you and your body. You can have clothes and, you know, other things and chairs to sit in if you'd like, or grass to lay on, whatever, but, you know, you and your body. And say, if I was being, okay, body, if I was just with you, what would that feel like? And I'm asking you to cop an energetic feel, okay? For me, when I am actually with my body, I feel very expanded. And I don't mean like my body feels 10 times bigger. I feel more one, like with the universe. Sometimes I can get a visual of what my body is like, but it's also just about how I am being with my body, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys to do that, and it's actually going to kind of lead into next week's topic, which is, did you feel that or no, your body did? Because the body feels, and you, the infinite being, perceives, okay? And so this will kind of help lead into that next week. Okay, so it's like, what if you're not wearing a body? What if you're being with your body? Because even that wearing becomes that limitation, that cause, right? Well, I am wearing this. I'm wearing my mother. I am just the effect of my genes. I am wearing my, you know, to create a connection. I have thighs like my sisters. Oh yes, we all have that pear shape. I know who my family is. Pear shape. You know, I knew a guy who was adopted. And he would go around and say, oh, he kind of has my body type. I could be related to him. Okay? And this is that cause and effect. That's that kaleidoscopic reality. It's like, who freaking body are you wearing? You know, and what's interesting is he also looked like his adoptive parents. Okay? So, you know, rapidly running out of time already, which is amazing. We didn't really get into creating your body with it, okay? So everywhere you think that you wear a body instead of create a body, and that bodies are happenstance instead of create, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, we're on Good, Bad, Apocalypse, Night Shorts, Boys, and Beyond. Whew, I can't believe we're at the end already. These hours fly by. If you want to know more, please check out the website, Donnielle.com, Donnielle. And I also like to announce I'm doing this really fun 3-part teleseries. So it's a really quick 3 in a row, boom, 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 3 days in a row of myths about bodies we learned as children. And I am so excited about this teleseries. You can go to DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com and you can sign up for it and find out a little bit more information about it. But I'm so excited for that series. It is going to be phenomenal. And I have 3 more Right Body for You workshops this year, one in India in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, one in Canada, and one in Houston. Woohoo! These classes are building. We're going to have a party in Houston. We're going to have a party in Edmonton, Canada, and we're going to have a party in Mumbai. And between then and August is the teleseries, the really quick 3-part teleseries, boom, 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 one day after the other, dispelling the myths that we learned as children, like, oh, you need 8 hours of sleep, or, oh, you know what, sugar's bad. What if it wasn't? All right, so, start looking at this, re-listen to these calls from the entire month of June 2015, for those who are listening another time. And we've been talking about the causal reality all week, the cause and effect, and that anytime you say, my body's this way because, you're getting out of the creation of your bodies into the just, I don't know, I woke up and my body looked like this. I don't know when this happened. It just happened. Okay? So you're getting out of the creation of your body and into the causal reality, into giving up your power and the potency to genes, to society, to your parents or friends or, whatever it is. Okay? So please re-listen to these 4 radio shows. They were fun. I had a great time with them, and we really got to some interesting places of the cause and effect of this reality. It's like, well, what if you don't have to be the cause and effect of this reality? What if you can create this reality? We talk about all the time, if you were creating your reality, what would it look like? This cause and effect gets you out of that. It is one of the most dynamic things for me that I've seen come up in Access is that this cause and effect gets you out of reality, and I love it with bodies. Oh my gosh, because how much do we, hopefully not after these 4 shows, but how much do we go, well, my body's just the effect of everything? What if it isn't? What if you are creating your body? Okay? And anything that doesn't allow you, what possibilities with creation of bodies are you now capable of instituting, generating, and creating? Anything that doesn't allow that with ease, destroy and uncreate it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, Night Shorts, Boys, and Beyond. Cool. Thank you, guys. Like I said, if you want to know more, Donnielle.com, Donnielle, or email me at Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. There's a show topic you would like to know more about. And check out my future shows. I have some interesting one coming up, including a little show about an on-air session. More details on that coming up soon. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. All right, you guys, make it a great week. Make it a fun week. Enjoy your body. Be with your body, okay? And enjoy your body because it's enjoying you. All right, be back next week, you guys. I will be. Have a great one.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.